it's time to welcome to the stage our founder. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Patrick Dempsey.
Let's hear it from her. Thanks for taking the time to be here today. You're gracious, you're wonderful, you're beautiful inside and out, so thank you.
Thank you so much.
Let's hear it, brother, please.
We could have our own little talk show.
I think so, man.
What would we call it?
Mornings with, I don't know. That's a good one.
Pat and Mark.
Pat and Mark, good morning. Good morning, it's Pat and Mark. How is everybody this morning? It's 5 below outside here in Wilson.
So let me ask you a few questions here while I have you. Why is changing the shape of cancer so important to you?
I think you can hear it in the stories that we've been listening to tonight. The impact of just simply listening and going, how can we help you? And the difference you can make doing that. And doing it here in this community. Over the last 16 years, I would say 90% of this group has been supporting it from the very beginning. It started with Amgen. A lot of the alum that have been with Amgen and have moved on to different companies are still here because they believe in the mission. I think we spend so much time and energy into research into medicine and that side of it, but we're not really healing the person. After the treatment is over, you're sort of left there all alone. And there's a real need for this type of work, that wraparound care and support. And that's what makes it so special. We're very fortunate that it happens in this community, but there are a lot of other communities around the country and around the world that they don't get these services. And our mission is to have a really strong foundation in order to make more people aware of it so that we can reach more people. Here in the state of Maine, we have a lot of work to do, but also nationally and internationally.
So how can we help? How can we help people let other people know about what's happening here at the Dempsey Center?
I think using our platform, we have the visibility. You spoke about it this morning. Thank you for that. Me keeping active and getting out there and having the platform to use my visibility in a positive way to let people know that our service is here. We can work remotely now. I think we need to work on legislation so that we can do more support virtually. That would be something we can do. And just, if you come in contact with someone who has been impacted by cancer, please let them know about the center and the services that we provide.
Yeah, and we were talking backstage. I'm watching firsthand a family member going through this,
right,
and their caretaker, and just watching them, the amount of stress and just time, and I don't think they have time to be overwhelmed right now. So, just learning what the programs you have for the caretakers and the loved ones as well I'm gonna be using the center when I go home. So thank you so much for asking me to be here. It's an honor. It really, really is an honor.
Well, thank you for being here, and we are here for you. And please. And you can see how devastating it is. And I think a lot of it came out of, Mary, you worked at the hospital, so you had firsthand knowledge of what was going on with Mom. You could communicate with the doctors. You could get the information out of the nurses. And, I think Alicia and I were always feeling very frustrated and helpless. What can we do? And this was a way to kind of get things started. It's like, what does the community need? And I'm just really grateful for being a part of the Breakaway from Cancer initiative, where I was first aware of wraparound care. And I was like, my goodness, this makes so much sense. Is there anything in our community like this? And the answer was no, and it just made no sense to me that we spend so much money on research, and I know we have a lot of companies here that are doing that, and we've got to continue to do that. But we need to work hand in hand. We're a team, right? And everybody has their role on the team, everybody has their discipline. So we need to have all of these things together working simultaneously. So our goal is, as soon as someone is diagnosed, you work with your doctor, you work on what type of medication that can treat the disease, and then we want to be there for you on the emotional side, to be able to help you through the diagnosis, through survivorship, and on from there. And we have a lot of work to do, but we've done so much in 16 years. And I want to thank the board, the staff, who are so compassionate, so committed, that we have such a solid foundation now that we can expand throughout the state of Maine and also nationally and internationally. We're getting that visibility, which is really good. We're getting a lot more support. But the model that we have is we couldn't do it without you. So every dollar that you raise, there's been so much money raised here tonight in this community, that every dollar makes such a huge impact, and we have to continue doing that. And the more people we reach, the more money we need to raise. And with the economic situation that we're in right now, it's challenging on all fronts. And that's why that need is so much greater. If you have a long battle with cancer, your insurance is going to come up short sometimes, and that need for the support and just the support of the business or the company that you're working for, people understanding that. It was one thing that my mom, you know, at TD Bank was like, I've got to go to work. I have to have a reason to get up in the morning and do something. And I really want to thank all of the companies that have been here that have really supported the cancer patients that are working in your company, that you give them the space, the love, and the respect to be able to let them come to work because it's so vitally important.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
For what you've created here is tremendously inspiring. I am grateful to be able to walk alongside you as your friend on this remarkable Dempsey Center journey. Let's have another round of applause for Patrick.
We had a short mid-morning breakfast show.
And tomorrow. Thank you all for being here. Whether in this room or across the globe, the most precious gift any of us has is our time. And we are grateful and humbled to share this time and hold this space with you all tonight. Thank you again for our presenting sponsor of tonight's event, Rock Row Health Campus, and to our friends at the Hilton Garden Inn for their hospitality. The sliders were amazing. I'm still tasting it. Thank you for this year's champions, who shows us in action that together we can help change a life. And to every person here and across the world who carries the weight of a cancer impact, past or present, the Dempsey Center is here for you. And when you're ready, we'll honor you today and all days. We invite all of you to stick around to enjoy the Hilton Gardens Inn's hospitality until 9 p.m., and at which point, they'll kick you out. No, at which point we'll head out and get that good night's sleep before tomorrow's main event. Have a safe and wonderful rest of your evening, and we'll see you all tomorrow for the 16th annual Dempsey Challenge.